Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
I want to drill down on a couple Colorado issues. So Chris Christie was one of the first sort of establishment guys to really presidential candidate who was campaigning saying he would use federal authority to shut down sales of recreational marijuana.
The states, yeah. I'm a states person. I think it should be up to the states, absolutely.
Jeff Sessions has retreated not only from his calling for Sessions to go now, citing witnesses pertinent to the anti-Trump dossier. An investigation at long last. But
left and right unite to demand Trump fire Sessions over tyrannical war on pot. Democrats and Republicans alike are coming together to fight against the tyranny of Jeff Sessions and his war on cannabis. By Matt Agorist, January 5, 2018. This week, President Donald Trump's Attorney General, Jeff Sessions, turned back all the progress made in the war on drugs and began a federal attack on states' rights by rescinding a policy that allowed states to make up their own minds on cannabis legalization. This move will inevitably lead to more crime, put more cops in danger, fill more prisons, oppress more people, and bolster the police state in general. When the federal government interferes with states' rights by kidnapping, caging, and killing people over a plant their citizens agreed to legalize, this is not freedom, it is tyranny. What's more, promising to attack peaceful people for choosing to ingest a plant that can treat illness, cure addiction, and simply make people happy is the complete opposite of #MAGA. Coincidentally, prior to being elected president, Trump was outspoken about this very issue and promised to stop any AG he appointed if they attempted to do exactly what Jeff Sessions did on Thursday. In the interview below, Trump says he'd never let his AG reinstate the federal ban on marijuana because it's up to the states, said Trump. I think it should be up to the states. Absolutely. Judging by his silence on Sessions' tyrannical move yesterday, though, it appears that Trump couldn't care less about the rights of states. This should come as no surprise, as in February of last year, then White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer told us all that this would happen. When asked about the rollback of Obama administration rules on bathroom and locker room access for transgender kids in schools, Spicer said, "Advertisement. Read more. War on cash goes into full effect. Citibank stops accepting cash at multiple branches. The president believes it's a states' rights issue." Incredibly, during the same briefing, Spicer signaled the Justice Department was looking at greater enforcement of federal laws against sales of recreational marijuana, setting up this showdown that we are now witnessing. The good news is, however, that his support base is calling him out for it and noting that such a tyrannical move by the AG will never #MAGA. Even Fox Business' Lou Dobbs pointed out the hypocrisy of the AG going after peaceful pot smokers while ignoring the high-level corruption that is rife throughout Washington. Jeff Sessions is more concerned with upsetting potheads than defending this president and this nation from deep state subversion, said Dobbs. Going further, Representatives Mark Meadows and Jim Jordan of the Freedom Caucus released a statement yesterday calling for Sessions to go, noting, "It would appear Sessions has no control at all of the premier law enforcement agency in the world." Sadly, Dobbs is right. When the Attorney General is more concerned about arresting innocent people for possessing a plant than he is with going after people in the shadow government who are manipulating issues behind the scenes for personal gain, he is, at best, a failure at his job or, more likely than not, complicit in that very shadow government. Read more. Video, cop body slams 100-pound handcuffed teen face first after she didn't sit down fast enough. What's more, there is a massive human trafficking problem in the United States, one that Trump promised to shut down, and yet, the Department of Justice is more concerned with the plant. Trump's supporters have had enough. And now they are calling on POTUS to get rid of this deep state agent who is a threat to the freedom of all Americans. This move by Trump's supporters to finally disagree on such a large scale with one of his policies is seemingly unprecedented. It is also transcending party lines and uniting America against the tyranny of the drug war. Read more. government and media have fueled white nationalism and are brainwashing America into civil war. On the issue of cannabis and states' rights, the left sounds just like the right. We will not be bullied by an administration that seems obsessed with dismantling things that are actually working, said Seattle Mayor Jenny Durkan. In Colorado, U.S. Attorney Bob Troyer said his office won't change its approach to prosecuting marijuana crimes. The state's Republican Senator Cory Gardner threatened to block President Trump's Department of Justice nominations if Sessions refuses to back down, according to CBS. This was not a part of the agenda, this was not a part of the plan, many of us were misled, Gardner said. Amazingly enough, the power of cannabis and the feudal and despotic enforcement of its prohibition have bridged the divide, albeit a small portion of it, between the left and the right. When people come together on issues that add to the liberty of all Americans, it appears society may have a chance after all. Now, if we can only get Jeff Sessions after he's fired to smoke some of this plant he hates so much.
County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of your news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too, because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheep up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it, 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, if I got, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.